You had this kind of interesting situation at death row where you had Suge, that was blood affiliated, and all of his guys. Then you had Snoop, that was a Crip, and the whole Dog Pound situation, you know, along with Trady and so forth. And there was friction originally, you know, occasionally would happen between the two. Because I remember Trady said, you know, talked about a situation where I guess Warren G's chain.
Some dudes snatched one chain in the parking lot of K&M in like about 90, 95, 96, something like that, and had ran back up in the K&M, and so Warren G went and got C-Style, and they went and, you know, they hollered at Suge, and Suge brought him in the room with the, you know, the big red death row rug with the thing, don't step on the logo with the Doberman pincher, but Damu right there and all this. And it was just a lot of theatrics, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, you getting tickets. What's really going on? You know what I'm saying?
Well, because that's Dre's stepbrother. Right?
Oh, he got his chain back. We wasn't leaving unless he was getting his chain back. Something else was gonna happen. We wasn't like that. Wasn't nobody getting punked at death row when I was there.
There were incidents that happened, but they all got worked out. I can tell you incidents where they all sitting together, and I walked in the room and they drinking Hennessy and smoking weed together as well. And so they had incidents that happened.
Yeah.
Just like Bloods on Bloods had incidents that happened.
Right.
Guys that work for me had incidents that happened. But at the bottom line, they all got together.
Yeah.
And there was, till this day, still no friction among the Long Beach guys and the Compton guys.
There are rumors that you were blood affiliated.
I grew up in a neighborhood where Bloods grew up. Pyrus, not Bloods, Pyrus.
Yeah.
I grew up with the same guys that eventually went to jail in the penitentiary and stuff like that. I was in their sandbox. I played baseball at Kelly Park with them. I played basketball at Luders Park with them. I went to elementary school with them. What am I supposed to do? This is the environment that I grew up in.
Okay, but did you ever affiliate yourself officially with any of that?
I never claimed to be a Pyru or a Blood or a Crip or anything. I was Reggie, who was a police officer whose daddy was Reggie Sr.,
Yeah.
who was a cop.
Who everybody knew.
Everybody knew.
Yeah.
So that's no.
You're working with Death Row, and then Pac comes out of prison and joins.
Correct.
And you were there as that's happening.
I was with Suge when we was going to negotiate the release of Pac from the jail. I was the one and flew up with him about 3 or 4 times to the penitentiary. And once or twice, you know, you had some other artists, Danny Boy accompanied us or some other people. But all 3 to 4 times that Suge and David Kenner went up there, I was there as well.
Okay, so were you actually sitting with Suge and Tupac?
No, I stayed in the car.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't go inside the prison.
Got it. Okay.
But I was the one that picked him up from the airport when he arrived at LAX.
Aha. So Pac gets out of prison, arrives at LAX.
I think he stayed in New York for a day, to be honest, when he got released.
Yeah.
And then he got on a plane. I don't know, I forget how that happened. But I remember picking him up about 5 p.m., 6 p.m. on a day, his first day from being, you know, coming to LA.
Okay. Did you have the death row chain for him and everything? Or?
No, that's all TV.
That's all TV.
That's TV. No, he didn't have a death row chain at that time.
Okay. But you went and grabbed Pac, and I, you know, from the stories I heard from a bunch of different people, I guess you went straight to the studio?
We took him straight to Can-Am studio, and they were there partying, having a good time.
Got out of jail.
Signed a death row.
Got off the plane.
Got off the plane.
We like, what up?
What up? Went to the studio.
No, we went to go eat.
Went to go eat.
At Monty's.
Okay, at Monty's.
And then we went to Can-Am.
Went to Can-Am Studios.
And then I had the 5 songs with the hooks already on there. And then he said he liked that one, so he went in there and redid the Ambitious of a Rider hook.
Oh, so you already had the hook written?
Yeah.
Oh, so
because you know that hook come from Snoop, you know, like back in the days when he had on Stranded on Death Row. I'm not flagging, but I'm just sagging. I don't deny you.
Oh, same
You know what I'm
same
saying?
cadence.
Yeah, just different words, you know, because I had the beat, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? So he came in there and knocked them 5 out, and I was like, damn.
What people don't know, and they think he did a whole bunch of songs that day, Pac didn't. I guess he was so excited, or not excited, for lack of a better word, but happy or feeling good, where they were smoking and drinking. He had a seizure that night. And
Pac had a
he
seizure?
had a seizure.
The first night?
Fell out first night out. And like I said, this was probably like 5 o'clock when his plane landed. Probably by 9:30, he had a seizure that night, where myself and his security that I assigned him to that day was named Kevin Hackey. We had to get him and take him to the Peninsula Hotel and get him checked into his room, where he eventually stayed for about 2 to 3 months.
Okay.